We are one of the many regions in South Africa that's actually managing chess, and we are particularly responsible for the West Coast region, which comprise out of about, I think, 50 schools.
Bantu.
Bertukar Ivan, Ivan menja maling, menja state over my knee, dan money, amne pala liar, and menja money kanos, menja stia ke menja tubat maki.
Dat graag goed wordt meester word. En hoekom ik dat wil worden is, ik hou baie van skaak en toen ik eerst begin skaak te spelen, het dat mijn leven veranderd. En ik geloof dat skaak die andere kinders se leven ook gaan beïnvloed.
Ik wil graag een bezigheidsman wees wanneer mensen komen en vragen willen huizen, dan zal ik hulle helpen en hulle huizen bouwen en hulle goeders. Ik zal wel geld delen in huizen bouwen.
Ik wil een ingenieur worden, want ik hou van Pieter en krap. Ja, dat is mooi. Dat is mij mooi.
Well, the West Coast Chess regions is one of the youngest regions in South Africa.
I believe that chess helps kids to reason and to improve, especially in the fields of mathematics and science.
Right? Als je aan drie luk is, dan ga ik naar hem toe komen. Of als hij ja, wat is verkeerd moet dan gaat het duidelijk zijn voor mij. Nee? Een illegal move is wanneer een speler een stuk, een schaak, of zijn koning een schaak schijf, of een schaak is en dan een ander schijf maakt.
I always felt like helping kids in my community. I had a hard time growing up. My mother was a single parent, and education and the grace of God brought me very far. And I always thought I would like to share opportunities with other kids in my community to get them further than I got in life. I grew up with a single parent, and that's the story of most of our kids, most of the kids that I'm teaching and coaching chess. Unemployment is a big thing in our community, and we also have to struggle with, because of unemployment and poverty, people find refuge in sport. And sport plays a big part in our community. Not everybody can play rugby, which is our number one sport, or netball, the number one female sport, and soccer, which is the national game. But chess is one of those games that gives kids that are not usually seen, that gives those kids the opportunity. So this is the background. And I was taught chess as a child. I couldn't play rugby or any other contact sport. It helped me come this far, and I know, and I've seen testimonies of kids that they've been introduced to chess, and that chess helped them to inspire their dreams, to aspire greater things in life.
If we look at, for instance, a community of Vredenburg, which is the biggest town within the West Coast, then we also have Langwell, where we have some of the strong chess players. A lot of our children come from circumstances where their parents are working within the fishing industry, within agriculture. The issue of crime, violence and gangsterism in the community is one of the major factors.
Sê vir my, wat is die signs wat julle ophoor?
As 'n domba.
As 'n nommer van ons Katatsana.
Diese 8. Diese 6.
The children that we are mostly part of our chess union, it's mostly boys. So we're starting with concerted efforts to see how do we get girls more into chess, which is we can see that there is an increase in girls participating when playing chess. And what we've prioritized is that we have a dedicated focus on getting girls more involved. But what we found also within the chess players is that a lot of boys still believe that they are much better than girls. They think they are better chess players in general, but also they're thinking they are more valued within life. And I think that is one of the things that we're trying to change. We are sitting with a product where we can demonstrate that gender equality is important, and our systems are working well to support girls.
And how did that feel when you got your first name?
I wasn't expecting. I was just sitting there. I was wondering if they're gonna call my name, and they called my name. I was like, no, I'm probably not gonna call my name. And then I just flew up from the seat and ran to the stage. I don't know how old I was when I started. My grandpa used to play chess, and I asked him, what's that? And then he said, oh, it's chess. And then he showed me how to play it, and the school started playing it, and then I started playing for the school.
Grandfather had a lot of input in her life because he started. They saw the chessboard and they said, "What is this, Pa?" And they drew interest in it, and he said, "Okay, I will show you." And eventually he showed them how to play, and that's what caught their attention because because it was a glass set, he didn't just leave it around.
We were looking for something that would help her focus and maybe. As a sport, because she had a fall, she had a severe fall, and she couldn't play sport for 2 years, and we were looking for something to educate her with. And chess was something I had played when I was at school, much younger.
When I was in hospital last year, it was giving me bad grades, and I had to stay behind. And that's when I decided I'm not giving up chess anymore. I have to go forward.
She's got lots of confidence, as you can hear when she speaks, and you know what? I must say that when she felt grade 2, you know, I was worried because I didn't know how she would react. Because we live in a community where kids press you down and they tramp you down, and I must say I am so proud of her because you know what? She will tell you with confidence, I didn't make it in grade 2, I stayed behind. And not lots of kids have that confidence. So she has really grown a lot. She's a very motherly person. She likes to take care and you know, like she would come home from school and maybe one of the children didn't have something. She said, no, I gave it to them, you know.
And I've seen her change from being inward to an outward personality, which I think is a critical part of growth. So when she goes out, she is expressive, and she's very powerful. She can have a lot of influence, and she does talk to people and express who she is. Jadida has found that niche where she can be successful in chess, and I think that's the important thing. She's growing just as she should, and the fact that she plays chess is a very dynamic part of her life.
How can chess as a sports federation create a system where we show other sports federations is that, you know, that girls are just as important as boys?
Teach grade 1, and they tell everybody, and out of all 38 in the class, I'm the only girl that plays chess. Me and the other girl, her name is Chelsea. I never ever thought I would do it, and then I did it. I believed in myself. I wish that all the children that think that they can't do it, they can do it. believe in yourself.